said something.
But then again,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Something like that. Like, did you read that as well?
Yeah, I read it just earlier today. He said something along the lines of, if I'm 30 still playing Spider-Man, then something's wrong.
Yeah. So, I mean, I also think that's kind of a negotiation tactic on his end, because his contract is actually up as playing Spider-Man. And he also stated that maybe it's time to bring in a Miles Morales character, which I still think is too early to bring him in, because I don't know. I just think it's a little too early for him. I think it would be better if Tom Holland or Peter Parker was a little older for that character to be brought in to kind of be a mentor to him.
Yeah.
And then maybe kill him off eventually. But I think he'll stick around. I think, like I said, I think he's using that as a tactic to negotiate his contract and get a sweeter deal for another 3-part movie. But I mean, let's be honest. Getting all that money to make 3 more movies, I think he would do it unless he just doesn't want to be that character anymore.
Well,
if that's the case, then that's all right.
I feel like people can become typecast.
Right.
And, and obviously the guy is talented and he's branching off. He's about to probably make shit tons of money with the Nathan Drake thing, now.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not scared. Whatever path he takes, but it's funny because that's kind of leaning into what we're going to talk about tonight with Elijah Wood. So
yeah. But yeah, that's it for my news. On to you if you got some.
Not quite as much pieces as you, but I do have a couple. Okay. First up, Ghostbusters Afterlife opened this past weekend, and it has surpassed the predictions of its box office gross, already raking in $44 million.
Nice. Is that just in the United States, or is that globally?
I believe that...
It had to be just the United States, right? Because that seems too small to be globally or international.
Yeah, I believe that's just domestic.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, though.
Right, yeah. That's great that it's surpassing its expectations.
And you also have to think about that's just in a couple days,
Yeah.
That's
cool.
But yeah, we'll talk more about Ghostbusters in a bit. Discovery Plus and the Travel Channel's Haunted Museum and A Ghost Ruined My Life, both produced by Eli Roth and Zach Bagans of Ghost Adventures, have now been renewed for Season 2.
Nice.
I know you probably haven't had a chance to check those out yet, but I highly recommend them. Super spooky stuff and just great craftsmanship on these shorts that they're doing. There's not enough of these shows that are actually worth the shit. So when we get a crew that actually knows what they're doing and can make stuff that's genuinely unnerving, I'm glad when they're able to keep them going. And it's so amazing that people, such as myself, are actually tuning in and allowing these creators to keep doing what they do best. So very excited about that. And then in some more renewing news, I guess, Wu-Tang: An American Saga has been renewed for its 3rd and apparently final season.
Okay. Nice. That's at least you're getting renewed. That's cool. Sucks to learn that it's their last season, but I guess you can only tell a story so far before it kind of gets played out, and I respect that if that's their plan to kind of just to finish on a high note.
It seems to me like they only wanted to tell the kind of roots of the Wu-Tang Clan and like how they came together, and like that the pinnacle of their first record, the 36 Chambers, and how all of that came to be, you know what I mean? And so you don't want to drag on into all this other stuff. You want to kind of keep it contained and tight and focused, you know?
Right.
So it's not like they're being canceled. They're actually going to end it the way that they want to. So that's rad, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's all the news I had. I think the other stuff... Wait, there was one... Damn. There was something I wanted to bring... some bonus news. I guess apparently, I don't know if this was today or a couple days ago, but Ridley Scott, piggybacking off what you said, came out saying recently that he blames his film The Last Duel, I guess, didn't do great at the box office when it opened up. I think it's with Adam Driver and Matt Damon, if I'm...
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he said he pulled a Denis Villeneuve and Chris Nolan, saying that he blames that on shitty millennials and their damn fucking phones, I guess. Something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man.
Fighting words there.
Yeah. Wow. Alright.
So I thought that was interesting because it's like, you know, especially when you make something like that, that's a niche, definitely like a niche genre.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's gonna run out. There's all of these factors as to why, and we're living in a, you know, post-pandemic / pandemic, you know, era where it's completely flipped over the industry on its head. So, you know, not everything is as it was, and people are still, I guess, coming to terms with it, and, you know, and I can see the frustration and harsh words or why he would feel like that, but, you know, at the same time, it's like not everybody's gonna go and support these kind of, you know, when you're not, and it's sad to say, but when you're not like a film that has, you know, an already established franchise or whatever, you know, some things don't pan out the way that you'd like them to, and it's not necessarily one demographic that's bringing you down, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was my closing news. I just wanted to talk about
all right,
for a quick second.
Cool.
Moving into our weekly recommendations, sir, do you have anything?
Yeah, so I just recently watched, it's on HBO Max, Equilibrium with Christian Bale.
Oh, yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that, it's pretty good. I don't know, there's some scenes in there where, like, man, I thought that was really cool when I saw it as a kid, like, younger. But then, like, rewatching it, some of the effects look a little cheesy, but it doesn't really take you out of the movie too much. I think it's just me being a little picky when I'm watching the movie and kind of analyzing it at some points. But definitely check it out. It's a really good movie. Christian Bale.
Taye Diggs, right?
Yeah, that's his name. I was trying to think of his name. He's in it as well. Very good movie. Check it out. It reminded me a little bit of the future of, kind of reminiscent of the future in V for Vendetta, almost in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, check it out if you haven't. It's, like I said, it's on HBO Max. Equilibrium, Christian Bale. Very good movie. I think it was early 2000s when that thing came out. I think that might have been one of the first movies I saw of Christian Bale.
It's definitely
that or Reign of Fire.
It's definitely a sci-fi film that was rode the kind of coat feathers of the Matrix. You can tell that was, you know, that sleek kind of actiony look was definitely due to the Matrix. And going back to what you're saying, I think when I first, like the first big role that I can remember Christian Bale would be either American Psycho or Rain or Fire.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my one and only rec for this week. Equilibrium. Like I said, check it out on HBO Max. If you have it, you can watch it for free. But yeah, that's it.
Very nice. Okay,
Nice.
so I have 3 recs for you.
Ooh, 3. All right.
The first one is gonna be, and I just watched it last night over the weekend. Will Smith's King Richard,
Oh, okay.
which is now streaming on HBO Max. It's brand new. It basically spins the obviously true life story about him trying to get his 2 young aspiring tennis players, Venus and Serena Williams, to be taken seriously and to get them a real coach. And he had this like huge life plan for them, and it was the movie itself is fucking amazing, man. It's like in my opinion, like some top tier, like late career Will Smith for sure.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Nice.
I'm gonna be pissed if he doesn't really get some Oscar buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, King Richard. Have you haven't got to check it out yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm interested in seeing it. I think it just came out on HBO Max, right?
Yeah, over the weekend, or maybe no, last week I think it was released.
Okay. Yeah. I know it's been every time I turn on HBO Max, it's the first little, the title that comes up on the screen.
Yeah, definitely worth the watch. Some solid performances from everyone, and it's just very uplifting and definitely tearjerker a little bit.
Okay.
I think you'll really enjoy it, man. Also, I'm really mad that again nobody went to see that. Just like the Sopranos, Saints of Newark, King Richard barely scraped in 5.6 million so far.
Wow. It's gotta be the HBO Max release.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we don't know how many people chose to stream it, and maybe that will make up for that loss. But holy shit, that's not looking good for somebody of the caliber.
I hope it doesn't affect the Matrix. Like I want,
No, I don't.
I think the Matrix has a large enough following for it to succeed in theaters.
Yeah, I know Halloween Kills obviously was an HBO Max, but it was on Peacock and people fucking still went. So if they if they don't show up for the Matrix, what is wrong with the world, right?
Yeah.
Or what's wrong with this simulation, I should say.
Ooh, nice.
What else do I have for you? Video game recommendation, and I know it's been out for a few months already, but in some more Black Friday deals, I picked up Resident Evil Village finally for $20 only.
Oh, man.
So, highly recommend you and everybody out there who is a gamer pick that up before they sell out. And I dived into it already over this weekend as well, and man, it is scary. Legitimately scary. It's a sequel to Resident Evil 7, so it's still first person, and they're kind of going the route with the Universal monsters, kind of, where you have lichens and stuff, and it is, it's some crazy, gnarly stuff. Resident Evil Village, so good, so worth it. Pick it up, $20 right now. Yeah.
Sweet.
And then in my final recommendation, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, you did see it, okay.
Yeah, I saw it over the weekend. I went Saturday after work. Based on a buddy of mine's recommendation, he said, do not skip this one in the theater, go. So I went to check it out in the Dolby Atmos, and it is so good, especially if you're a big fan of the original Ghostbusters film from '84, I think it is. They tie in so many things, and it feels so authentic, and huge fan service that I think we've been long overdue for, specifically with the Ghostbusters. So I was so happy that they didn't drop the ball with this. Some standouts would be, of course, Paul Rudd is